Hey guys, it is episode 3 for our Mental Health I Am Somebody podcast. Made it to episode 3. Today, we're going to still be harping on our mental health, but we're going to talk more about what we can do to take care of our mental health, why it's so important to find things and do things that help us to take care of our mental health. So, our mental health is about how we think, how we feel, how we handle the stress of life. And if you are living, you know what that stress of life looks like. Just showing up daily in our lives, because a lot of us, we take care of our families, we work, we help other people, we volunteer, we do things with our church, we have friends, we have all these things we got to show up for. And a lot of times we forget to show up for ourselves. So, improving your mental health does not require a big old life change, like you got to move to a different state. I mean, sometimes it may. Or you got to have this big life change. It just starts with those small, consistent steps, making sure you are doing what you need to do to take care of yourself. So, you got to take care of your body. Your brain is a part of your body. And when you don't get enough sleep, you don't eat properly, don't get enough movement in general. Like some of you have desk jobs where you just sit 7-8 hours, maybe longer than that. So your body's not getting enough movement. But that within itself just affects your emotional state. Like, you got to get some movement. And I'll be the first to tell you, when I'm working out, when I'm exercising, when I'm applying some type of physical movement to my life, I definitely feel better and feel better mentally. And that means just, a lot of times we say, well, I don't have time. I don't have time to hit the gym. I don't have time to go for a walk. Just 20 minutes. Do 10 in the morning, 10 at night. Get up a little earlier. Turn off that show a little earlier at night. Do something good for your body. And with that being said, it changes your mood. The more you move, it's going to change your mood. So, you don't got to be into this big weightlifting. You don't got to burn, 1,500 calories a day. You just got to get up and move. You just got to get up and take that time. Because your mind in the end is going to thank you. So that's the first step. Secondly, y'all got to watch your self-talk. A lot of times we'll talk to ourselves and we'll say, that was stupid. That was dumb. Why would you do that? You're an idiot. You're not smart. You're ugly. You're not loved. You're not important. All these things we put into our brain and we start thinking those things. You tell yourself, I always mess up. I'm never good enough. Nobody cares. This, that, and the third. And you got to replace those harsh words with good ones that, maybe I did make a mistake, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, maybe I did mess up, but tomorrow's a brand new day. Yeah, maybe this didn't work out, but this did work out. So you got to change that way of thinking and treat yourself the way you talk to your friends, the way you talk to your family, the way you talk to your coworkers. That positive affirmation that you put out to them, put it out to yourself too. Thirdly, we got to limit what drains us. Whether it's this good social media, whether it's our friends, our family, maybe that job is draining you. Whatever, you have got to limit that. You have got to spend less time with whatever's draining you. And sometimes you got to cut it out completely, because you can't be drained in your mental health still be taken care of. A lot of times on social media, we compare ourselves. We look at what somebody else is doing, how they made it, their achievements, this, that, and third. They got married, they did this, they're having another child, they got that brand new car. We start comparing before we know it. Having those negative conversations. Guess what? Set up those boundaries. Follow through with those boundaries. Say, hey, I'm limiting myself to this amount of time on social media. I am no longer looking at this on social media, because it's going to help you in the long run. Protecting your peace, friends, it's not selfish. It's important, and it should be top of the line when it comes to taking care of your mental health. Fourth, we tend to say, I don't need anybody. I got this. I can do this. I can make it. But guess what? You need people. You need that connection. You need somebody to talk to. You need somebody to listen. You need somebody to vent to in all kinds of different situations. We are not meant to handle everything alone. That's why God has gifted us each other. Whether it's our spouses, our children, our parents, our friends, our neighbors, our co-workers, whoever. God has gifted us each other for a reason. And sometimes just talking to somebody, saying it out loud, makes us feel better. And I know sometimes people are working, we got different lives, we're doing A, B, C, and D, and we can't always connect with somebody. But find time, make time. If you've been saying, hey, we're going to meet up for coffee, we're going to do lunch, we're going to do dinner, we're going to take this, do it. Don't wait, because that connection needs to happen. And guess what? If you are truly struggling, seek out a therapist, see a counselor, because asking somebody for help, a lot of times people will say, oh, that's a sign of weakness. You can do that on your own. You don't need to talk to anybody. But guess what? It's actually a sign of your strength saying, I need help. I'm going to get help. And I'm going to do what I need to do in order to get that help. Fifth, man, this is a big one. Do something with meaning. Do something that brings you joy. Doesn't have to be extremely big or, it just needs to be something that is important to you, that makes you feel good, that makes you feel well about yourself. Maybe it's just drawing. I know as adults, you're like, well, I don't get the drawing. Yeah, do it. Maybe it's journaling. Journaling has helped me tremendously. Just writing down what happened during the day, what I liked, what I didn't like, or maybe something that somebody said to me that hurt me. Writing that down from your day. Also, music. That's a big one for me too. I listen to all types of genres of music. Listen to music. Sometimes it can calm you. Sometimes it can give you that peace. Just what you need in the middle of what you got going on. And spend time outside. Go outside. I know it's been cold, but go out. Get some fresh air. Don't stay bundled up in the house all day, because that within itself, it will drain you as well. Even if it's for just 10 minutes. Go outside, get some fresh air. Spend a little time outdoors. And just remember that if you do these things regularly and you do them with a purpose in mind, it's going to build up that emotional part of you over time. And lastly, you got to be patient with yourself. We want these things to happen overnight. We want to change. We want to feel better in the drop of a dime. But you got to give yourself time. You got to give yourself time to heal. You got to give yourself time to work through the hard, difficult things that you have been dealing with. And, some days are better than others. Some days you wake up, you feel refreshed, you got it, you're going, you're motivated, you're moving forward. And other days you wake up and you don't want to get up. You don't want to fight through it. And it's hard to go through what you've got to go through. But I'm telling you, just keep pushing, just keep fighting, because it's so, so important. You're not going to feel happy every second, more than likely. But you learn how to handle hard moments. You learn how to go through the tough times. You learn how to seek out people. You learn how to stand up for yourself. You learn how to say, you know what, I'm struggling. I am going to get help. You learn how to do what it is that you need to do. And if you don't remember anything else that you've heard today, just remember that your mental health matters. I don't care what people have said, how they treated you, how they told you stop talking about it, how they have told you it doesn't matter, that you're just crying about nothing, or somebody has it worse. Your mental health, yes, your mental health matters. You matter. Taking these small steps consistently works and matters. So get you some rest. Eat some better meals. Talk to yourself kindly. Talk to yourself like you talk to your friends and those that you love. Set those boundaries. Say no when you need to. Say yes when you can. And be okay with that. Connect with others. Even though sometimes it's hard, do that connecting. Do those meaningful activities. And guess what? Those few little things, they're going to change that mental health more than you think. You think, oh, that's nothing. But 2 weeks from now, you'll see a difference. Imagine in a month from now. Imagine in 2 months. Imagine in 6 months. Imagine what's going to be happening in 9 months. Imagine in a year. Because you chose to take these small steps to help your mental health. Start with this change, build from there, and move from there. And you can do it. And I know sometimes it's hard. I know sometimes it's hard to figure out. You You get started, something knocks you down. You get started, things happen. You get started, somebody's in your ear saying A, B, C, and D. But keep going. Be consistent. Taking care of your mental health is an everyday job. Just like those people who, are getting physically fit. People who are living for Jesus. All those things are everyday things. And if you don't take the time, it doesn't work. And I know some days are easier than others, but you got to take the time. So listen, it's episode 3. Make sure you share. Make sure you go follow us. We're trying to promote healthy mental health because it's important. We got to take care of our mental health. And if not now, then when? Tell somebody else to take care of their mental health. Because more than likely, out of the 5 people that we've seen today, somebody is struggling with their mental health. And you got to take care of it. And there's no better person to take care of your mental health than yourself. Listen, it's been great. It's been fun. I now must go. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys soon. Peace and blessings until next time.